Paremal pool! Näen!
Siellä tarkku võtta terve räägid.
Ta ei sure ära ju! Relv on ees juba, tulistage! Right, you hold that one second, yeah?
We know that we are effective during the summertime and during the warm weather conditions, but at the same time we have to be as effective as we are in summertime, also in the wintertime. So the cold weather drains the body and the unit, and we have to prepare ourselves for these conditions as well, because winter, as in Estonia, is all over the world. So this is the one part of the environment where we have to be able to go operate and be ready to fight.
Completely different environment here. I mean, I've never seen such thick snow in my life, same as many of the soldiers. Just even the sort of thick, dense wood blocks, the bog that Estonia is sort of famous for, known for, and then sort of combining all together makes the perfect sort of training ground to test ourselves. And in terms of developing, especially at an armoured battle group level, sort of winter warfare in a very complex, difficult environment, genuinely is going to set us up well for sort of not only the rest of our tour, but as we sort of go back to the UK and then start pushing on from there.
The reports are that this is the coldest winter in Estonia for the last 25 years. So the temperatures are appropriate, minus 25 and below for the last few days. But we need to be prepared to fight in any conditions. So we continue our presence here through the summer and the winter. And the reality that we see now is that whilst there is a preference for fighting on good ground, in good conditions, for the benefits of significant operations, the reality is that the ground hardens up when it gets cold, as enables greater movement, and we've seen that from Russians in Ukraine, and therefore we need to continue to practice to do the same thing on our side as well, which is why we've continued to practice as an armoured force in operating across frozen ground and understanding when the conditions change and how we can then continue to fight through regardless of the temperature, above 25 or 25 degrees below. What we've learned from the Estonians are everything from the simplest things about how to rewarm yourself when it gets really cold in these conditions, simple exercises, how to dress appropriately, what layers to wear, through to how we equip our tanks and what we do with the fuel to make sure it doesn't freeze, doesn't turn to jelly, and the kinds of alterations we can make to our vehicles to make sure it gains traction in the ice, in the snow, continue to fight through. And the reality of the forces who are on this training area at the moment, you have the British forces, the French company as part of the battle group, our Estonian partners part of the exercise, as well as the Americans who are co-located here in Estonia. We are all learning and operating together to make sure we're learning lessons from each other and able to assist each other where we can do. And all of that is just replication of what is happening across the Eastern Front under different NATO framework nations. And so all together, once you combine it together, that is a hugely powerful message to the aggressor to make sure that we are ready to go at any stage, doesn't matter where that happens to happen.